Hello there. Using only a screwdriver, can we replace the internal temperature sensor in a Mark III Ford Mondeo? Yes, we certainly can. And in this video, I'll show you how. Welcome to CarSpyTV. Right. The internal temperature sensor is part of the climate control system, and it lives all the way down here behind these slots. To access the sensor, we have to remove this large piece of plastic trim underneath the steering wheel. And to do that, we first go to this bin on the right and open it. Opening the bin reveals two screws that need to be undone. There's one here and one there. So this is when we need our trusty screwdriver, which I've misplaced. Oh, it's over here. Hang on a second. Can't quite reach. Got it. Here comes screw number one. Now the camera for this shot is precariously balanced, so I'm hoping it doesn't fall off, shatter into a million pieces, and cost a fortune to replace, because that would be a pain in the neck. No, we're okay. We now need to close the storage bin, like so, and undo 3 more screws along the bottom edge of the panel. There's one here on the right, one here in the center, and just for luck, one over there on the left. What an awkward place to put screws. Come on out, you little son of... Come here. And there we go. All 5 screws that hold the panel in place have been removed. We can therefore simply lift the panel out of place, but we don't want to pull it too far because there's a wire here we don't want to damage. Okay. There's the temperature sensor, which, as we can see, has a power cable coming out the back of it. And if we follow that cable in this direction, we can see it's mounted to the dashboard here via a bracket. So we're going to slide it in this direction to move it off that bracket. Come on now. There we are. And that's going to make it easier to separate that power cable. Shall we separate the power cable then? Yes. Simply push down this little tab. See the tab? And then hold it down. And now the connector, with a little bit of luck, just pulls apart. Just like that. The panel is now free, but the sensor is still connected to it by 2 screws, which means we need our screwdriver. Where's it gone now? Found it. As for the screws themselves, there's one there. And there's one here. There's a bloke over there making a lot of noise with a chainsaw, so I hope you're not hearing too much of that. The microphones I use in these videos do have noise cancelling, but they can only do so much. There we are, both screws are now out, which means the sensor can simply be lifted out of position. As for getting a replacement sensor, well, they're on eBay second-hand for about £15, but before installing it, make sure the mounting point on the trim panel is clean. This one, for example, is full of all kinds of disgusting bits and pieces that could conceivably impede the sensor. It's the same on both sides. Have a look down there. Gross. So we need some compressed air to get that sorted, which isn't down there, but we've got some around here somewhere. There it is. We're now going to fit the new sensor, then put the car into self-diagnosis mode to confirm it works. So, mount the sensor to the trim panel, replace the screws, connect the power cable, and mount it in position back on its bracket. This is a little bit fiddly when you can't see, but we'll get there in the end. There we are. Now pop the trim panel back into position, and the best way to do that is to make sure that first this lug here goes into that hole there, see it? And that this lug over here, hang on, this lug here on the other side goes into that hole there. And of course, do up the screws. We're now going to put climate control into self-diagnosis mode to confirm there's nothing wrong with the sensor. So, turn the ignition key 2 clicks to the right. 1, 2. Now simultaneously press off and footwell, and then within 2 seconds press auto. Here we go. Climate control is now running a self-diagnosis, and with a bit of luck, we won't get any error codes. Cross your fingers. There we go. That's absolutely fine. If the screen lights up like that, it means there are no detected errors. Woo! So there you go. You can replace a temperature sensor using only a screwdriver. It does have to be yellow though. No other colour will do. If you look out the back window, can you see a Nissan Primera? No, neither can I. Far too much condensation, but look. It is there. We have a Nissan Micra here too, as well as a Vauxhall Corsa in a rather tasteful green. So if you'd like to see more videos on a wide range of cars, you're welcome to subscribe to CarSpyTV. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video, and I'll see you next time. Take care, bye bye.